All
Three
right.
Nazis and a horse. That'll be the new name of our new band. Welcome to Crosscut, a movie review slash trivia challenge show. I'm your co-host Josh.
And I'm your other co-host, Chris.
So today we're taking a look at Sisu, an action war film about an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness. But when he tries to take the loot into the city, Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SS officer battle him.
Oh yeah.
Before we get into the movie, we do want to issue a spoiler warning, as this episode may and probably will contain potential spoilers. So if you've not seen Sisu, we highly recommend pausing this episode, getting yourself a big old popcorn and a tasty beverage, and going to see it for yourself in theaters only.
Yes.
But for everybody else, let's begin.
Since it was my turn to pick the movie, I went with Sisu. And you know me, I love the gore. I love the violence, and I went in going with high expectations. And that's exactly what I got. It was simple story to follow. It was this man going to take his gold to the bank. It's his money. He wants to do what he wants to do
That's
with it.
my gold.
Where's my gold? And then and when he encounters the Nazis, they're like, "Ooh, okay, shit's about to go down."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm expecting everything to go sideways, and it does. But somehow he keeps surviving. He keeps on going, even though he's like beat the hell. He's set on fire. He's like everything goes wrong for him, but he still keeps going. I love the movie based on that fact that he doesn't give up, which brings up the meaning Sisu, someone who doesn't give up, right?
Right, right.
Like,
I found this movie very relatable as a guy in his 30s who just has to wake up in the morning just in pain and just get through the day. So yeah, this movie is an inspiration to me just to see another man just truly in pain throughout the day. So yeah, I loved it.
well, I also like things that I did not like about it was that there were some loopholes. He, like for example, when he goes back to get his dog at the end,
Hmm.
like all this time he was like so close to the border to where the city was, and he goes all the way back to get his dog. And
I'm
and,
fine with
and
that because he's keeping the dog out of danger
yes, but how did he get there?
with the motorbike.
That motorbike must have been miles away because it was right after he got onto the plane. That means
He's
he walked
resilient.
he walked all the way back to that gas station to pick him up.
You don't know he walked back. He could have found transportation along the way. You don't know that. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean you necessarily assume that he's just walking all the way there.
Okay,
So
true, true.
it was fine. I mean, what do you want, a 15-minute sequence of him just getting back to the dog?
No, I guess
I guess
not.
they could
No,
have
no.
done a little montage, but at that point, let's just wrap it up.
True, true. But what was the thing that you loved about the movie?
I just loved all the dead Nazis. So this is what I love about the movie, and some people might have criticism with it. I don't, just because I like that style. It reminds me of a Quentin Tarantino movie, straight
Right?
up.
I was thinking Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah. I mean, the whole time I'm just in the movie, I keep quoting Brad Pitt from Inglorious Bastards,
Right?
and I want my scalps, like that kind of thing. Or only, what is it? Only a good Nazi is a dead Nazi or something like that. He's
Yeah.
got all those great lines in
Like,
the movie.
but it's
Um,
also the way the chapters were showing, it was very Tarantino.
Same font, yeah, similar font. Even the music just had that kind of feel
Yeah,
to it, and of course the
yeah.
violence, just over the top violence. So yeah,
Oh
just
yeah.
definitely a heavy Tarantino inspiration, which I love because I love watching those types of movies in theaters.
Same,
I get
same.
so into it. I do want to kind of give my little nitpick, something that I just did not like. So,
Mhm.
obviously all this like crazy stuff is happening to him, and there's a lot of suspension of disbelief, but I still think it's relatively reasonable. The
Mhm.
one part I'm just like, all right, that's kind of not believable is him getting on that plane.
Right, the pickaxe. Bah!
That one part, I felt like I was watching like a Marvel movie. I was like, all right, this
You know what I was
this
thinking? Mission Impossible.
okay.
You know,
That was the
like
one scene where I was just like, okay.
yeah, that's a little bit.
The movie didn't lose me. I was still on board and everything, but that part
Mhm.
I was kind of like, this is him just like in the air, just literally hanging on by his pickaxe. I was kind of like, all right, that's a bit much.
It is because the the fact that okay, just one shot at it and you're hanging, like okay.
Hmm.
Eh. The fact that you're going against the wind too was like it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
And then the second part when he hooks onto the tire, it's like, ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. That was the, you know, the kind of silliness, I would say,
Yeah,
of believability. Everything else, I'm like, he seems actually he's a very resourceful and very smart
true.
person. The way he decides to set himself on fire just to kind of avoid
The dog.
the dog, and then he
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
underwater and he's able to like use the one guy for air. He's
Oh,
very
that was
resourceful.
awesome,
Yeah.
by the way.
And again, there's always a suspension of disbelief, especially in this type of movie where it's one guy who you just can't kill against 30 soldiers.
Right.
But for the most part, I'm on board. I'm going with it. The plane
Same.
scene was the only part that I was like, as far as him getting
Okay.
on the plane. Everything else about
Okay.
the plane was actually, you know what? Even the plane crashing, I was kind of like, wow, like
I
that's
was
still,
expecting more of a,
yeah. I was expecting
you
him to
know,
somehow make some sort of like parachute, like some sort of man-made parachute.
I thought so too. I thought that's what he was trying to do after he couldn't find him. Like, okay, rope. Okay, what's he gonna do with the rope?
Hmm.
Oh, he's just gonna strap himself in.
Yeah, basically. So, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's if you can live with it, then you're still gonna have a great time at the theaters, and that's what we did. We had a great time at the theaters.
Yeah.
I went with three of my buddies. We were the only ones in the theater, but
Nice.
I was hooting and hollering. I mean, obviously, a lot of the trailer stuff you see, but you're still getting a reaction out of.
Yes, especially how he kills every single person.
I
It's
like how he
always
just blows the
different.
one dude's like, I remember
Oh, with
the
the
beginning.
rifle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But the one I think I love to kill the most is, whoosh.
The first guy, the one you do see in the trailer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's still just so.
it gets me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But no, yeah, even the way he kills, even simple like the at the gas station, he just kicks the guy and boom, okay,
yep,
dead.
yep,
You know, like damn.
yeah.
I just loved how he did all that. I mean, he's a trained ex-soldier, the
Hmm.
most feared of all.
Yep,
You're going to expect more stuff,
yeah.
and you
And
do.
this movie has a lot of great just moments that remind you of a Tarantino film where they kind of set something up and then it pays it
Yeah.
off at the end, especially with the women coming
Yes.
back. I mean, I love the one scene where she just pulls up next to him and she just like looks over and is like, "Oh, hey," and he's like, "Oh," and then of course they all come out and start blowing him away. That was great. And then, of
Yeah.
course, he leaves the guy alive at the end, and I'm like, all right, is he going to come back and shoot him? Is he just messing with him?
Mhm.
And then, of course, from the fog and the smoke, you see the six women approaching him, and
Yeah.
that made me go, oh. But they
Yep.
don't
Yep.
kill him. They left him alive. He was hanging from the tank.
Yeah. I thought they were going to like torture him or something like that a little bit, just as
Yeah,
a revenge. But like,
cut
no.
off his
Right.
man-made parts. Maybe
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what I was
that.
thinking too.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, they just wrapped him up on the tank.
Hmm.
And here you go. Here's a little Nazi
Yep,
for you.
yep.
Oh
So that was
man.
great. All the stuff, with the women. You're just waiting for them to kind of like, yeah, I mean, you see it in the trailer, you see the shot of them with the guns, so you knew they were going to be
Yeah.
a part of the action. The one part that
Yeah.
I thought was going to be in the action and then ended up not being was when he drives with the dog in the motorbike with the sidecar. I was like, oh, that looks like it's going to be
Uh,
like him driving into battle with the dog or something like that. But it's just him driving to the bank, basically.
I liked how it ended. It was very smooth,
Hmm.
very, very peaceful. Like even the two soldiers outside the bank were like, okay,
Hmm.
no, this guy means business.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even the two soldiers on the bike, they're just like, oh, no, let's get out of here. Let's,
Yeah,
we're not
I
dealing with this.
laughed at that point. It was like,
Yeah.
no, nope.
Did you were there a lot of people in your theater or was it just like a small group?
It was not full, but it was a good chunk. Like in the
Oh, okay.
middle, the good chunk of the middle seats were there. I
Yeah,
went by myself, but
right.
uh, but I got the right smack in the middle seat, and I'm
Nice.
like, all right, I can watch this entire thing. I had like two old ladies next to me, and then another guy right here, and every time with the very violent death, I hear the old ladies going like, oh no, oh, ooh,
Oh my.
gosh. And the guy
That's
next to me is
funny.
like, oh,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean, that's
just,
what you want. That's the reactions you want though in this kind of movie.
it was so funny hearing them at the same time. Oh no, yeah.
And then there's just Chris sitting in the middle, like, oh, oh, yeah, yeah,
I was like, I was going with the other guy too. Like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I love the
That's
violence,
fun.
I love the gore.
That's
You
cool. That's
know,
fun. Just getting that energy in the audience. Very nice.
yeah.
Should we take
And
a quick look? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and there was also a clap at the end.
Oh, good, good. I always like the clap at the end. It's always appreciated. Do we want to take a quick look at IMDb and Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes? Okay.
let's go.
IMDb. What do you think?
I think this one's gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna be 7.8.
I think you always go with 7.8. That's like your go-to. Check the last couple episodes. I'm pretty sure you've said 7.8 each time.
Oh,
And once again,
7.6.
you went a little too high. It's 7.4. Not bad.
7.4?
7.4.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
there's not as many votes, so that could go up. This, could be one of the rare occasions
I
where the
mean, it's
ratings go up.
it's the weekend. It'll go up.
Yeah, and again, this movie's not it's not a big movie. It was only playing in a handful of theaters near me.
I know.
I know
I
you
saw
had
it.
to wait a bit just to find show times.
Yeah.
So
It
unfortunately, I
was
don't
like
think this
literally
movie's
the week before, you
yeah, I
know?
don't think this one's going to be a huge actually box office numbers just came out. Sisu came in
Mhm.
fifth with 1.4 million. So
It's
yeah,
decent.
it's decent. It's not going to be the big movie of the weekend, but either is
No,
anything else.
I know there really isn't much. That's why I want to see this one. This one is the that catches my eye.
And Metascore for IMDb is a 68. It's respectable.
Okay.
All right, Rotten Tomatoes doing really well. It's got a 93% tomato meter,
Oh yeah.
certified fresh, and then it's got a 91% audience score. So both
Ooh.
critically and audience are really liking this movie.
All right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, mm,
This could be a yeah. When this comes to like streaming, I feel like this movie will be talked about more.
yes, I agree. And I don't know why. I feel like this will go like to a straight HBO Max kind of thing.
I think that's what
You
they
know,
said. I even saw an article
right?
that said, "Is this going to HBO Max right away?" I don't think it is. Probably give it a few weeks, and I'm sure it'll be on there.
Or do you think it'll be more of a Netflix thing?
No, no, no. The article said it was going to HBO
Oh,
Max, so I
okay.
think it
That is
already
confirmed.
is. Yeah, I think it already has the streaming for that.
Okay,
So keep an eye
good,
out, maybe
good.
in a few weeks. So anybody listening and or watching that has not seen the movie, first off, we do highly recommend it. And
Oh yeah,
if you don't see it in theaters, because if you wait a few weeks, this might probably will be already out of theaters. But if you
true.
check HBO Max, it could be on there. So just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And you know what? Watch this with a bunch of friends on a Friday night. This is a fun one.
Yes, it's
You'll
definitely
get
a fun
great
one.
reactions. And
Yes.
my highlight of the movie, the dog does not die. That was
No,
one
it
of my
doesn't.
that was one of my big things going into the movie. I was like, this movie's probably going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a good
Hmm.
time. But if that dog dies,
It's over.
it's going to be a rough one. I
I
I
know.
mean,
But I felt bad for the horse.
I know the poor horse. That horse, whew, that was yikes.
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
man. But yeah, the dog survived.
Talks
I
about
felt
it.
pretty good even in the beginning scenes when they're like shooting at the dog. I was like, I don't think they're gonna kill the dog. If they did kill the dog, it would be like way later in the movie.
Yeah,
And then when he leaves the dog back, I'm like, all right, the dog's safe. And I'm like, good.
yay!
That's all that matters. All that matters is that the dog is safe. Pop quiz, Hotshot. Two guys watch a movie. Who remembers the most about it? Let's find out. This is how it works. Chris and I will go back and forth asking the multiple choice questions that we each came up with. Whoever
Oh
has the
yeah,
most points at the end wins.
that's me.
For our audience members, feel free to play along. Who knows? You might do better than us. Comment and
Yep.
let us know how you did. Or you can email us at crosscutpodcast@gmail.com. For everybody else, let's play.
Since it was my pick, I get to ask the first question. Are
That
you
is
ready?
true. Go ahead, Chris. Round one. All right.
Round one, start off easy for you. How's that?
We'll see what your definition of easy is.
In the movie where uh they're looking up the background for his background and everything because of dog tags, uh how many Russian kills has he killed? Was it A, over 350, B, over 298, C, over 300, or D, over 315?
C over 300.
Correct. All right, all right.
Nice, simple number to remember. If
It
it was like
is.
a complex number, then that might have been a little different.
Now,
All right. You ready for your first question? I think this is
do
simple
it.
as well.
Okay.
Which chapter was titled Scorched Earth? Was it A, chapter 3, B, chapter 4, C, chapter 5, or D, chapter 6?
Chapter 3.
Incorrect.
I'm sorry. That's the wrong
No.
That's wrong. That's not Scorched Earth. I will tell you at the end of the game, each chapter. I can't tell you now because I have other questions relating to that.
Okay.
But no, it's not chapter 3. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, come on.
I thought that was an easy one, but I guess not.
I literally thought it was 3. Okay.
No, I will
Hey.
tell you at the end. All right. After one round, Josh is winning 1-0. Can he keep the hotness going? Let's find out. Stay tuned after this commercial break. Just kidding. No commercials. Moving forward.
All right. My question for you is, what is the name of the gas station where he was hung? Was it A, Seal, B, Union, C, Rexoil, D, Svenska?
C, Rex Oil, or that one. C.
Yeah, correct.
Chris's question, or my question for Chris, round 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What logo was on the bottom part of SS Storm Leader Bruno Heldorf's hat? Was it A, a swastika, B, a skull, C, an X, or D, a tank?
It was a skull.
It was a skull.
Correct.
That was one of my questions.
Ah.
And it's actually a skull with crossbones.
I was okay. So for one of my options, I was going to say crossbones, but I was like, I shouldn't do that just in that because that could be confusing. So
Yeah. Okay. What was the symbol on the bomb in the plane? Was it A, swastika, B, hammer and sickle, C, lion wearing a crown, or D, crossing swords?
I'm going to guess on this one, B, hammer and sickle.
It is. It was the Russians. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I knew it wasn't swastika. I feel like it'd be too straightforward or just too obvious. Round 3. Are you ready for your question? All right. Should I go harder or should I? Okay, I'll keep it a little bit easier. Okay. What war was Atami Korpi, the main character, said to have been a veteran of? Was it A, the Lapland War, B, Winter War, C, Finnish Civil War, or D, Continuation War?
I'm gonna go with the Lapland War.
Incorrect.
Was it the winter?
It was the Winter War.
Yeah, I should have gone with my first choice.
The Lapland War was the war going on at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Winter War was the right answer.
Should have led with that.
After 3 rounds, I'm currently winning 6-2.
Oh,
shall we proceed to round 4, or do you forfeit already?
Let's proceed.
You sure you don't want to be like the Nazis and just give up and wave the white flag? Okay.
Okay. What was the name the Russians gave him? Was it A, Immortal, B, Living Weapon, C, Soldier of Hell, or D, Sisu?
Immortal.
Correct.
10 points for Josh. All right. Okay, I'll give you one that I think is my easiest remaining question.
Oh, now you're taking it easy on me, huh? Okay.
How many total on-screen deaths were caused by landmines? Was it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
It's the one person that goes, then the two others, and one that gets on his head. 4.
4 is the correct answer.
Yes.
However, it's not 4 people. It's 3 Nazis and a horse.
The horse. Yeah.
But
Okay,
you were
I got that
thinking
one
4
right.
people. Yes, you got it right. But you were technically thinking 4 people, right?
Yeah. That was your question, right?
Well, how many total on-screen deaths?
Oh,
But it's 4, but it's 3 Nazis and a horse, not 4 people. But you're still technically right because you remembered wrong.
Yeah.
I thought I would trip you up on that one. I thought I was going to get you on that one. Because yes, he throws the first. Well, the horse dies first. Then he throws the one at the guy and it hits him in the head. And then he gets the 2 not volunteers, but the 2 guys and gets them to go. And
then the very first guy
flies, which is the landmine, the one he throws the landmine at.
Oh yeah.
So yes, 3 Nazis and a horse. That'll be the new name of our new band.
3
Actually,
Nazis
probably
and a horse.
3 Nazis and a horse. That's probably not a great name for a band if you have the name Nazi in it. But
No.
Yeah. How about 3 soldiers and a horse?
3 soldiers and a horse. That sounds totally wrong.
Yeah.
All right. My question for
round
you.
5. If I get this right, I win.
Okay. What was the truck brand? Was it A, Volkswagen, B, Audi, C, BMW, or D, Mercedes-Benz?
Mercedes-Benz.
That was too easy.
I literally had the same question. The only difference was my options were just reordered differently. Did you just Google German cars? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, obviously.
Yeah.
But... No, well, the winner is Josh. So Josh wins.
This time.
Which technically I win the season now because the deal was first to 5 losses, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in a minute. Let me do the rest of my questions real fast.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the easier one, but it's kind of a trick question. What was not a chapter in the film? Was it A, Chapter 2, Minefield, B, Chapter 4, The Legend, C, Chapter 5, Scorched Earth, or D, Chapter 6, Kill 'Em All?
They're all there.
They're all there, but the numbers aren't correct. So which number is wrong? Was it 2, Minefield, 4, The Legend, 5, Scorched Earth, or 6, Kill 'Em All?
Legend.
No, that's right. Minefield, Chapter 2 was not right. This is okay. Let me do the chapters for you. Chapter 1 was the gold, or the gold, whatever that one was called. Chapter 2, the Nazis.
Oh.
Chapter 3, Minefield. Chapter 4, the Legend. Chapter 5, Scorched Earth. Chapter 6, Kill 'Em All. Then the final chapter. And those are all the chapters.
I like how also the chapters kept deteriorating each time. How many men does he kill in the beginning? Is it A, 5, B, 4, C, 3, or D, 6?
Was it 4?
Yes.
Okay, because he stabs the guy, and then he's fighting. I remember he's fighting like 3 guys at that point.
Yeah.
So okay, that's 4. Okay.
What year does this take place?
1944.
Yep. And then I have, how did he throw off his scent for the dogs?
The gasoline.
Yeah.
Are you ready for my really tough one? You're not going to like it because it deals with numbers.
Oh, it's the dog tags, isn't it?
It's the dog tags.
Okay.
What was the number on his...
I think I know.
Okay. Option 1, 748-447. Option 2, 777-448. Option 3, 740-047. Or option 4, 744-847.
I think it was option 4.
Yes, option 4.
I was
744-847.
trying to remember those numbers because that was one of my questions that I wanted to do, but I could not remember the order.
Yeah. Thankfully, they reshowed it a couple times, so I was able in my head to kind of remember it. So, yeah. And that is all I got, actually. Those are all my questions. So, Josh is this winner of Pop Quiz Hotshot. Also, Josh is this season's winner of Pop Quiz Hotshot. So, that means that, Chris, you, on our next episode, have to wear a name tag, which you'll have to find some sort of name tag on Amazon that says, "Hi, my name is," then you write in, "Chris, my favorite movie is Twilight," or actually I should come up with a movie. So I'll think of a movie. You have to wear it So you have to wear it at the next movie you go see, which will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And then you'll have to wear it when we record our episode.
All right, sounds good. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Perfect.
No.
Yes, I love it. I love it. All right. So if you want to help support the show, you can do in multiple ways. One way is to hit that like button for this episode. Ding! Another is to hit the subscribe button to the channel. That way you stay up to date for future episodes. You can also support us by donating to us at buymeacoffee.com/crosscut. Whether it be a one-time or monthly donation, anything helps.
We would like to thank you all for watching. Cut, print, moving on.